Hello and hi to everyone. Today we will discuss about VeChain's partnership with the UCO network, which is UCO, which means used cooking oil. So what does it say? UCO network collaborates with the VeChain to develop blockchain infrastructure for the biofuel industry. Biofuel means like diesel which we used in scooters and mopeds and cars. That is for this industry. UCO network collaborates with the VeChain to develop blockchain infrastructure for the biofuel industry. UCO network has announced a long-term partnership with the VeChain Foundation to build blockchain infrastructure for the used cooking oil industry. So the oil which we used in the kitchen that will be used, it is a long-term partnership, which means 5, 10, 15 years partnership. Why? Because VeChain offers best-in-class solutions. You cannot find capabilities of VeChain in any other blockchain. Therefore, these companies select VeChain for their solutions. The blockchain-based biofuel platform announced the partnership in a press release posted on its Medium page. In the post, UCO network stated that the collaboration between the two firms would open up new opportunities within the advanced biofuel space. UCO network offers inventory tracking solutions for the used cooking oil industry with a strong emphasis on automatic compliance with the EU's Renewable Energy Directive 2. The platform leverages blockchain technology and the Internet of Things to mitigate the risk of fraud in the European used cooking oil supply. So there is fraud everywhere, even in the cooking oil which we daily use. There is also a fraud. According to the post, UCO settled on VeChain as its blockchain partner after carefully evaluating the capabilities of several other smart contract platforms, which means they have already tested many smart contract platforms and blockchains, but they were not satisfied, and hence they used the VeChain blockchain, of which UCO was impressed by the VeChain's meta transaction features. You can know meta transaction features is unique capability of VeChain, such as multi-parity payments, controllable transaction lifecycle, and multitask transactions. It can do many tasks with a single transaction, and on top of it, there are also sometimes fees without any fees, free transactions on the VeChain blockchain. These features make development on the VeChain platform much more user friendly compared to other blockchains. So the UCO says that these features make development on VeChain very easier, simpler compared to other blockchains. Additionally, UCO felt that VeChain's open source tools and turnkey solutions could enable it to develop and integrate blockchain quickly, cheaply, and without the need to start from scratch. So they are building because it is already built, otherwise they have to again start from the zero, and then develop and integrate blockchain, then etc, many steps. So no need to do that, just settle there on the blockchain that is already a leader in the sustainability and in the supply tracking and the fraud prevention, etc. VeChain's proof of authority mechanisms aligned with the UCO's network ECG goals. So ECG we all know that is energy etc concern that in today's world environmentalists are speaking loudly. Just as importantly, UCO believed that VeChain's energy efficient proof of authority consensus mechanism sufficiently addressed its concerns regarding energy wastage and inefficient upgrade processes. This point were critical to UCO since the organization strives to adhere to the environmental, social and governance or ESG standards to create enterprise value and promote corporate responsibility. So because VeChain is the leader in sustainability and China is running, it is making carbon free China, so it is very good for it, this UCO network. Blockchain technology is notorious for its high energy consumption and massive carbon footprint. Data from Bitcoin Energy Consumption Index indicates that Bitcoin emits nearly 37 megatons of CO2 into the atmosphere annually. This figure is equivalent to what New Zealand produced in the same period. They are speaking very loudly, but to point out only on the Bitcoin is not fair. Many bankers branches are there sitting there ideally without doing any work, but their ACs, fans, and other machines are running, and they have millions of workers who daily commute from home to office, and their scooters, cars take a lot of produce a lot of CO2 in the atmosphere, but nobody looks towards that because this is a new technology and everybody wants to suppress this technology. By the end of 2021, a single Ethereum transaction was emitting approximately 1 or 2 kg of CO2. It takes 226,000 Visa transactions or 17,000 hours of watching YouTube videos to produce the same amount of CO2. Now, do not compare with this with the old technology like Visa transactions or watching YouTube. This is a new technology. It has given power in the people's hand, while Visa takes lot of fees and puts that in their bank accounts. However, the Ethereum network has since shifted to the much more environmentally friendly proof of stake consensus mechanism after the much publicized merge. Yes, it has taken to the proof of stake, but the staking is almost controlled by JP Morgan, who himself is a bank, and therefore the Ethereum is now controlled by the banks, and therefore it is not now decentralized. It has become a centralized entity, and in the coming days only banks will control it and use it for their benefits, while the common people will be left behind. In a world that is becoming more conscious of the staggering environmental impact of the blockchain technology and its associated products such as cryptocurrencies and NFTs, UCO stated that the partnership with the VeChain is built on mutual alignment regarding sustainability practices and ESG goals. Yes, these both are very specialties of the VeChain: sustainability and energy consumption prevention. Another feather in VeChain's cap. Okay, you can say for VeChain, the UCO partnerships comes only weeks after it announced an initiative with the True Trace Technologies to use blockchain to ensure the authenticity and provenance of the consumer products. So, True Trace technology is related to the consumer products. Through the use of an immutable shared ledger, True Trace was designed to power the commercial standards of the legal marijuana industry. The platforms will now combine their complementary technologies to enhance the protection of cannabis consumers from counterfeits and contaminants in the weed market. So this True Trace technology is with the contaminants marijuana industry. Now let us know more about what is a UCO network. It says where used cooking oil becomes feedstocks, biofuel, etc., which means the uses of the cooking oil that we know, all see and know. It says the problem is the lack of trust, transparency, and traceability in the UCO supply chain. Used cooking oil market prices are higher than virgin oil due to RED, second's double counting policy. A high demand combined with the limited supply is a challenge for biofuels producers and also requires strong rules and regulations. So let us see about what is it profile and statics. What does it do? It says UCO network provides used cooking oil traceability solutions, focusing on automatic compliance with the European Union Renewable Energy Directive. 2. We use a combination of blockchain and IoT technologies to mitigate the risk of used cooking oil supply chain fraud. UCO network technologies help our partners and customers to comply with the existing and future regulations. UCO network partners with the software applications makers and gives us access to a global used cooking oil marketplace where our customers can enhance their deals and businesses. The lack of transparency and traceability in the UCO supply chain leads to many opportunities for fraud. UCO market prices are higher than virgin oil due to RED2 double counting policy. A high demand combined with the limited supply is a challenge for biofuels producers and also requires strong rules and regulations. Current rules and regulations lead to a non-transparent certification process for the sustainability of the used cooking oils. UCO network solves the lack of trust, transparency, and traceability issues. It has created a compliant, reliable, and trustless way of biofuel producers and waste management and collection companies operating their used cooking oil businesses. Auditors, certification entities, and regulators also have now tools that can facilitate the achievement of their mission goals. With every single used cooking oil collection, the protocol mints an NFT that our customers use as a proof of ownership and sustainability, while adding incremental market value to the resources that have been collected. Biofuel producers have now a solution that brings the trust needed to produce sustainable fuel. The solution is fully backed by IoT technology that enhances fraud risk mitigation while also gives access to a global used cooking oil commodity marketplace. So it is saying used cooking oils worth. Biodiesel is the fuel of the future, and the correct recycling of the UCO, which is used cooking oil, is a leader in this enormous change. UCO is sustainable alternative to biofuel, and the global used cooking oil market is projected to reach USD 10 billion by 2028 with an estimated growth of 64%. If you are not familiar with the terminology, UCO or waste vegetable oil is the produced by leftover cooking oils from the hotels, restaurant and other units and is converted into renewable energy sources. So usually in the home it is very less oil, we usually throw it, but in the hotels, restaurant and other major things like parties etc., they what is left behind is not very little that can be thrown, so they give it to this UCO company from where they collect and then convert into the energy resources like diesels etc., on which vehicles run. In the meantime, the problems and challenges were one third of used cooking oil is in Europe is fraudulent. So you can see 30% of the oil is fraud. EU is incapable of detecting fraud in the biofuel imports. Current certification, audit and sustainability systems are insufficient to prevent fraud. Yes, that is why blockchain is there, track and traceability is there. $511 million biodiesel tax fraud scheme. Cooking oil theft cost UK Treasury 25 GBP per year in lost duty. Lack of trust, transparency and traceability in the UCO supply chain. Current rules and regulation lead to a non-transparent certification process for the sustainability of the used cooking oil. UCO market is going to grow due to the rising awareness of the sustainable energy resources. Also, UCO will bring long-term sustainability to the supply chain, avoiding the current dependence on the commodity products we are used to. This is where UCO network steps in. So what solution did UCO network provides? It is a public blockchain protocol that mitigates the risk of fraud, while UCOIL token issued by UCO being the catalyst to the UCO network system. So they also have a token which is called UCOIL and it is trading on the many exchanges. You can see its price on the coin market cap. It is 0.07. So similar to the Alchemy Pay. Token being catalyst, trust, transparency and traceability like never before, aligned with the green agenda of the UN, USA and EU, opening the market to the million of new players the same way Uber did. This is the point where used cooking oil becomes biofuel, NFTs, feedstocks and most sustainable token in the Web3. The solution for everyone in the supply chain. UCO collectors become NFT minting, biofuel producer transparent UCO tracking, entrepreneurs are strong partnership establishment, regulators are UCO market regulations. The whole process is, this is how we do it, which means UCO team do it. Waste collection and management companies will collect the used cooking oil at registered establishments like hotel restaurants. After the UCO is collected and certified, which means checked, and NFT is minted, insurance compliance with the RED2 directive. It is then stored in the WMC wallet and is ready to be traded UCO marketplace. Once the UCO has been delivered to a biofuel producer, the NFT is transferred to the biofuel production company wallet, which will then be able to prove its origin and sustainability. The whole process is very easygoing, and UCO network shows that used cooking oil can have a new profitable life while implementing blockchain technology. So this network token is also there on the blockchain technology. This is UCO. Have also partnership with the Kaigreen software. So what is a Kaigreen software? What is a UCO network, a blockchain technology leader that designs, develops and supplies waste management software solutions, and Treasure Fusion LDA, the leading software waste management software provider serving the Portuguese market, which means it is a Portuguese company or Portugal companies, announced an agreement that a UCO network will acquire Kaigreen software. Kaigreen's pioneer approach created the first software solution that has been specifically designed for the used cooking oil collection sector. So they have acquired a software which is specialized in the cooking oil sector. Today, the solution is used by over 70% of the companies operating in Portugal, while being the fully compliant software formally recognized by the Portuguese Environmental Agency or APA. So it is recognized by the Portuguese agency. It allows waste management companies and biofuel producers to build, run, manage, and expand their operations for the benefits of the stakeholders, community, and environment. Kaigreen software assures compliance with the existing industry regulations while enhancing business optimizations through its real-time resource management capabilities and intelligent route planning. Following the closing of the transaction, UCO Network will rebrand and operate as a new brand of the expanding UCO Network profile. By bringing together the complementary UCO Network blockchain portfolio with the leading Kaigreen surface software, the combined solution will provide enterprise customers with an expanded platform of access to the critical infrastructure solutions that will accelerate innovation and address the challenge of a fast evolving biofuel production market. This will enable customers, including leaders of the feedstock collection and biofuel production, to trustless management and assure continued access to the supply granted by the global feedstock marketplace. So they have also acquired, and what is a biofuel, from which is the main function of the UCO network. Biofuel. What is biofuel? Give example. Biofuel, any fuel that is derived from biomass, which here biomass is the used cooking oil. They convert a cooking oil into the diesel or petrol, you can say in simpler terms, to easy to understand. That is plant or algae material or animal waste. Since such feedstock material can be replenished readily, biofuel is considered to be a source of renewable energy, unlike fossil fuels such as petroleum, coal, and natural gas. Renewable means it can be reused, but petroleum, coal, and natural gas cannot be reused. But used cooking oil can be reused as diesel. Unlike other renewable energy resources, biomass can be converted directly into liquid fuels. Here, diesel is example, called biofuels, to help meet transportation fuel needs. The two most common types of biofuels in use today are ethanol and biodiesel, both of which represent the first generation of the biofuel technology. What is biofuel made from? Biofuels are usually produced from plant materials that cannot be eaten by humans, such as corn, starch, grasses, and wood chips. Biomass is another name for the plant material that are used to make biofuels. So this is a UCO network. You can earn from UCO transactions. Be a part of the solution. High demand, low supply, fraud in supply chain, hard to regulate, and your supply chain is sorted from end to end. Trust, transparency, traceability, these are all the features of the UCO network. The UCLO token is the catalyst of the UCO network system. Yes, it is available. People are trading it. More about UCO network. Lack of trust. Yes, it is supply chain. We bring value to your waste through blockchain technology. Yes, UCO network is a public blockchain protocol that is deploying a suite of decentralized technologies that mitigate the risk of fraud and open new and exciting opportunities with the advanced biofuel and Web3 industries. Their investors earn token from UCO transactions, like we have just discussed, NFT, etc. A solution for everyone in the supply chain, for UCO collectors, for biofuel producers, for entrepreneurs, and for regulators. Facts that speaks for themselves. UCO network has created a compliant, reliable, and trustful way for biofuel producers and waste management and collection companies operating their used cooking oil businesses. We use the power of incentives to enable market access for millions of new participants, from businesses to entrepreneurs to developers to household and individuals. However, these are steps. Are first is waste collection, then after the UCO is collected and certified, and NFT is minted. Second process is NFT. Third is you have to go to UCO marketplace, and then biofuel producer. Once the UCO has been delivered to a biofuel producer, the NFT is transferred to the biofuel production company wallet, which will then be able to prove its origin and sustainability. So get the most sustainable tokens in the Web3. These are their partners and investors like BPro, Taikai, CleverWeb, Untile, Kai Green, and Onda. So this is the partnership of the VeChain with the biofuel producer company called UCO network. Hope you enjoy. So slowly and slowly VeChain is making partnership, and that's all for today. Bye.